liberal tears gun oil because America.
Hey guys, Stag, Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. So I'm back out here again, filming out here in the wasteland. I'm sure you guys hopefully can hear the doves cooing in the background. Wanted to talk about some of the stuff going on right now in the current, in our current climate and our current world and everything going on. Before I do, I want to remind you guys that all of our links will be in the description box below, as well as in the first pinned comment. This video will be going out on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble. I encourage you guys to go over there to us and subscribe to all of our channels and consider showing us some love. Also, there will be the link to Tyler Casper, a friend of the Wastelanders, a brother as we consider him. His family's going through a lot of medical problems, so if you guys could go and show him some love, his stuff is down at the bottom of all of our stuff. Please go and donate. His wife has got cystic fibrosis, I believe, or fibromyalgia, and she's had a tumor on her eye, and he's had to quit his job to take care of her and the family. But now that that's been said, there's been a lot of videos made about certain groups. I've been watching some of them. I've even made a video about this certain group and their leader who is going to get them harmed. The group I'm referring to is called the NFAC, which stands for Not Effing Around Coalition. I say that their acronym actually stands for Not Effing Actually Competent. The reason I say that is because they claim to have military training and such, but this is the third or fourth accidental or negligent discharge that one of their members has had. This time that member was a felon. And the media is completely ignoring it because of the ethnicities or the race of these individuals. And I find that disparaging, because those of us in the 2A community, we find that anyone doing an ND or anyone that has one of these situations happen, we do criticize them. I myself am not above criticism. If I screw up and have an ND, or I have an accident with my pistol, or I have an accident with my rifle, I would expect someone to correct me and, even mock me. I believe Hank Strange even said that on a live stream I watched of his, where he talked about that. He said, if it was him, he would expect his friends to clown on him. Alaska Ballistics said the same thing. And I think that's where we're at, is these guys believe that they're above criticism, especially their false leader, who claimed back in the 90s to be a rapper and have been in a rap game for 30-some years, but there's no really sign of it. And it's disparaging to me that this guy is such a charismatic individual that he can get such a large group of people to follow him. And it's been coming out more and more from people that have been leaving his group that he is he's not what he makes himself out to be. I have seen proof, so I can't say that he was, I can't speak to some of the other claims made about him. I have seen proof that he did have military service, so I'm going to ignore that portion of it, but I am going to correct him on his firearms expertise, supposedly. So first of all, he called an AR-15, which was in the Colt H-bar match barrel rifle configuration. It was a bull barrel. I rewatched the video several times. It didn't have an A2 bird cage. It had a match barrel, so it could have even been a DPMS. I didn't look good enough at the carry handle to know if it was an A1 or an A2 carry handle. I believe it was an A2 carry handle, so it would have been a Colt H-bar. A rifle that he did not purchase in Germany in the 90s. Let alone if he had, he would have had to have an importer to it as per ATF law and regulations. Secondly, I did mock the fact that he claimed that a weapon fires when the bolt goes home. The bolt does not. The bolt goes home and it seats around. I can do it with my G36. You guys have seen me do it. I can do it with the Colt M4. You guys have seen me do it. That's disparaging. That's a little bit scary. I watched the video where he talked about an old shotgun will go off. Yes, it's possible. Yes and no. The safety, really, those old shotguns aren't really, people don't use those anymore. Another thing you have to worry about is your safety. Safety is a mechanical device, and it will fail. Safeties will fail. Things happen. We all know that. But some of the stuff that he said is just discouraging enough. He attacks individuals. He attacks groups. He spouts racist and divisive stuff at a time when we should all be together and going against the media. And the problem with that is this gentleman doesn't do that. He fully embraces these racist ideologies, which makes him, in my book, no better than a white supremacist. And that's something that I don't agree with. I don't believe in slamming anybody. Now, if there were some of his former followers that wanted to come out here to the wasteland with me, and they wanted to film a video of us, you know, shooting out here several different guns, you know, and they brought their guns, I would be more than happy to do that with his group. I would be more than happy to, because they're exercising their Second Amendment right. Speaking on to this latest negligent discharge, I know a lot better men than me have done some videos on it, but he disavowed the guy and said he wasn't a member of this group, and he's made all these claims against police officers. The man is a charlatan. The man is a liar and a charlatan. The guy that had the ND was a prohibited person, meaning he had been a felon. He's charged with a felony of a felon in possession of a firearm. He ran away from the police when they pulled up to the county jail. All these things lend to... He claims that they're a militia, which, like I've said, we're not a militia. We're not part of any militia. But the people that I've spoken to that have been members of militias, they're better disciplined and better trained than that. Everything I've seen online of militias, that they're better disciplined and better trained than that. So this gentleman clearly is not disciplined. His people are not disciplined, and they are not trained, which means that they, in my eyes, they're not a militia. They're just an organization that is essentially a supremacy group. Literally what he tells people is just show up. Just show up, get on a wristband, bring your gun, and just show up. I've watched his videos. And that bothers me greatly, because I would vet you first. I would get to know you before I invited you out, and I would have several people with me that know what we're doing. I mean, I would still encourage you to come out with me. I'd still invite you, but I would have more than just you and I out together. I'd have myself and Wolfen and probably Bear there with us. The more the better, and it actually lends to a safer situation if you have more people that are experienced and know what they're doing with firearms. So I would encourage many of his followers to actually consider leaving and joining instead other Pro 2A groups. If you don't want to join one where there's a bunch of people with my complexion, I would recommend you join groups like Black Guns Matter with Maj Touré. And Maj, I'm sorry, brother, I probably screwed that up, but I've watched your videos. You're a great 2A supporter. So again, I'm going to put you out there. Just things like that. If you don't want to the followers of this group, if you guys don't want to listen to me, listen to somebody like Maj. The man is very intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. He's not a long-range shooter. He even admits that. A lot of his training is pistol craft. It's 7 yards and in, or actually I believe it's 10 yards and in. Anything beyond that, he sends you to people that are longer range shooters. But off of that group, for anyone, I actually encourage you guys to go in and start doing some training, get your firearms training, learn how to use your firearms, and move forward, and learn the skills necessary to do what you have to do, and learn the skills to take care of yourselves and protect yourselves. So once again, this has been Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders, and I'll see you out in the wasteland. Hey guys, Stag, Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. I just wanted to come out here and take a moment to talk to you guys while I'm out here in the wasteland and mention that we have a Patreon account. I'm sure you guys have seen me post about it plenty and seen myself and Wolf and all over social media, but we wanted to let you guys know that we have set up a Patreon account where you'll be able to go over and see exclusive videos from us, behind the scenes, things like that. Every bit helps us film and helps us create better and better videos as we go on. So if you guys could find it in your hearts to go over there and become a Patreon or a patron, we'd really appreciate it. For $5 a month, you can get the basic entry package, and it goes all the way up to $100 a month, where you'll get to see exclusive behind the scenes videos. You guys will get to see plenty of what we do and how we're doing it out here. So if you guys wouldn't mind, head over to Patreon. The link will be in the description below me, and it'll also be in the first pinned comment. If you don't feel like being a Patreon or a patron, perhaps maybe you guys could consider just donating to us directly on PayPal. That link will be in the description below. Also, if you really like what you're seeing, go ahead and share out our videos, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon that should be somewhere down here, and you'll get notified whenever we do new videos. We're trying to make this a full-time thing, guys, and we can only do that with your help. If you guys could share out our videos, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and even visit us on our social media. We're at Wolf and Stag Wastelanders over on Twitter, and I probably butchered that. But we're also over on Parler. So if you guys want to come out and talk to us directly, you feel free to do that. All of our social media will be posted down below. We also have a Facebook and an Instagram account. So if you guys could find it in your hearts to donate to us and help us continue this going, please visit the PayPal link below and the Patreon link below. Everything will be in the description and in the first pinned comment. So thank you guys again, and this has been Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. Be safe out in the wasteland.